You can make this vest with the size that you prefer. This is a crossed vest. And to know the sizes, you have to take the size crossing in the front part to the back part, to the middle of the back part, and the same for the other part. You have to make the two parts with the same size. Here you can see the stitch is finished. You have to start making a chain multiple of 6 from the center of this part. Continue working to the top part and then turn and work the same but to the other side. So start making a chain multiple of 6 stitches. A chain multiple of 6 stitches. Once we have the chain, we have to make a single crochet on each chain, one single crochet on each chain. One row with single crochet on each chain. Once we have all the row with single crochet, we have to chain 3, turn, and make 1 double crochet on each stitch, 1 double crochet on each stitch. Once we have the row of double crochet, we have to chain 1, turn, chain 1 again, skip 1 stitch and 1 single crochet. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet on the 3rd stitch. Chain 3, and 1 double crochet on the same space of the first double crochet. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches and 1 single crochet. Chain 1, skip 2 stitches and 1 double crochet. Chain 3, and 1 double crochet in the same space. Repeat again, chain 1, skip 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, and we have to repeat the same to the end of the row. And we have to finish this row with 1 double crochet, in the last stitch. Row number 4, we have to chain 3, turn, and we have to make 1 puff stitch on the chain 3 space. 1 puff stitch of 3 loops on the chain 3 space. Chain 1 and repeat the same 1 puff stitch in the same space, on the chain 3 space. Chain 1, repeat again 1 puff stitch, we have 3 puff stitches, chain 1, and repeat the same on the next chain 3 space, 3 puff stitches separated by chain 1. So 1 puff stitch, chain 1, 1 puff stitch, chain 1, 1 puff stitch, chain 1, and repeat the same the 3 puff stitches on the chain 3 space, and repeat the 3 puff stitches on each chain 3 space to the end of the row. And we finish with chain 1 and 1 double crochet on the last stitch. Next row we start with chain 3, turn. In the chain 1 space between the double crochet and the puff stitch, we have to make 1 double crochet. Chain 1. In the chain 1 space between the first and the second puff stitch, we have to make 1 half double crochet. Chain 1 and 1 half double crochet on the next chain 1 space between the 2 puff stitches. Chain 1, and on the chain 1 space between the 2 groups of puff stitch, we have to make 1 double crochet. And repeat the same. 1 half double crochet between the first and the second puff stitch, chain 1, 1 half double crochet on the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and 1 double crochet on the space between the 2 groups of puff stitch. We have to repeat the same to the end of the row. We finish with 1 double crochet, chain 1, turn, and we have to make 1 single crochet on each stitch, 1 single crochet on the double crochet and 1 single crochet on the chain 1, 1 single crochet on the half double crochet, 1 single crochet on the chain 1, 1 single crochet around to the end of the row. Continue on the next row with chain 3, turn, and we have to make 1 double crochet on each stitch, 1 double crochet on each stitch. Continue on the next row with chain 3, and we have to make crossed double crochet. We have to skip 2 stitches, and on the 3rd stitch we have to make 1 double crochet. Now we have to cross the crochet and make 1 double crochet on the stitch before the last double crochet. We made 1 crossed double crochet. and repeat the same. We skip one stitch and make one double crochet on the second stitch, and we have to make the crossing. We have to make one double crochet on the stitch before of the first double crochet. We made another crossing, and we have to repeat the same, and we have to repeat the same to the end of the row. Skip one stitch, one double crochet, and make another double crochet on the previous stitch. Repeat to the end of the row, and at the end of the row we have to make one double crochet. We have to repeat again one row with one double crochet around and one row with the crossing. And now we start again from the row number one row of single crochet, one row of double crochet, the row with the single crochet and the double crochet with chain 3, and the row with a puff stitch. Once we finished the row with the puff stitch, we can cut the yarn, and we have to turn and place the yarn in the foundation chain. We have to place the yarn and repeat the same that we made on the other side, but now in this side, the single crochet, the double crochet, and all the rows to get a symmetric piece. I tried to make a video explaining how to sew the two parts with the original vest, but it's too big and it's difficult to make the video. So I have now two papers, and I will show you with those papers how to sew the two parts. We join two sides and we have to sew the two sides together. We have the two sides together. This is the back part. This is one of the back parts of the vest. Now we have to cross in the front part the vest. We have to cross and turn and sew also the two sides, but be sure that you have a crossing in the front side. Sew the two other sides, and you have to sew the two parts of the back part together. And we finished the crossed vest.